close your eyes for a moment and imagine a world where magic is real. A place where dreams come true, where a mouse can make you laugh, where a castle shines at night, and where hope never dies. That world is Disney. But behind the magic, behind the movies, behind the parks, there was a man who failed many times, who was rejected again and again, but who never gave up on his dream. That man was Walt Disney. Welcome, my friend, to the Gentle English Podcast. Today, you will learn English through the incredible story of Walt Disney, a man who turned imagination into reality. As you listen, you will not only practice your English, but also learn lessons about courage, failure, persistence, and the power of dreams. So let us begin. Walt Disney was born in 1901 in Chicago, USA. He grew up in a poor family. His father, Elias, was strict and sometimes harsh. His mother, Flora, was gentle and loving. Walt had 4 brothers and a sister. Life was not easy. The family often struggled with money. They moved several times, and young Walt worked hard to help. Even though life was difficult, Walt had something special. He loved to draw. From a very young age, he would sketch animals, people, and scenes from his imagination. He also loved stories of heroes, of adventures, of magical worlds. He once said, "If you can dream it, you can do it." That became the foundation of his life. But dreams alone are not enough. Walt faced many challenges. He dropped out of high school and tried to join the army during World War I, but he was too young. So instead, he became an ambulance driver for the Red Cross. Even there, he decorated his ambulance with cartoons and drawings. Art followed him everywhere. When he returned from the war, Walt wanted to work as a cartoonist. He faced rejection after rejection. Newspaper companies told him he was not creative enough. Imagine that. The man who would later create Mickey Mouse was once told he lacked imagination. But Walt did not stop. With his brother Roy, he started a small animation company. At first, things seemed promising. They created short films, and people enjoyed them. But soon, the company ran out of money. Walt was forced to shut it down. He was broke. He could have given up. Many people would have. But Walt said later, "All the adversity I've had in my life, all my troubles and obstacles, have strengthened me." So, he moved to Hollywood with only a suitcase and a dream. There, he and Roy started again. They created a character named Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit. Oswald was successful, but one day Walt made a terrible discovery. He did not own the rights to Oswald. Another company took Oswald away, and even his animators left him. It was one of the lowest points in Walt's life. He lost everything he had built, but in that moment of failure, something new was born. On a train ride back to California, Walt began to sketch a new character. A small mouse with big ears, cheerful eyes, and a playful smile. That mouse was Mickey Mouse. In 1928, Mickey Mouse made his first appearance in a short film called Steamboat Willie. It was one of the first cartoons with synchronized sound. Audiences loved it. Mickey became a star, and Walt Disney finally had his breakthrough. Think about this for a moment. If Walt had not lost Oswald, maybe Mickey Mouse would never have existed. Sometimes what feels like the worst moment of your life can lead to your greatest success. Over the next years, Disney Studios created more beloved characters: Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, and Pluto. But Walt wanted more. He wanted to do something no one had ever done: a full-length animated movie. At that time, people thought it was impossible. They said nobody will sit through a long cartoon, but Walt believed in it. He spent years working on it, even risking the company's future. In 1937, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was released. It was the first feature-length animated film in history. Critics called it Disney's folly before its release. But when the film came out, audiences were amazed. They laughed, they cried, they sang along. The movie became a huge success, and it earned millions of dollars. Walt's dream was real, but success did not protect him from struggle. During the 1940s, Disney faced financial difficulties. Some films failed at the box office. Workers went on strike. World War II disrupted production. Many thought Disney Studios would collapse, but Walt kept moving forward. He always believed in new ideas, in innovation, in the power of imagination. He created Cinderella, Peter Pan, Sleeping Beauty, and many more classics. Each one carried a message of hope, courage, and magic. But Walt's vision was not limited to movies. He wanted to build a place where families could have fun together, a place where dreams came alive. People laughed at the idea. They said it was too big, too crazy, too expensive. But Walt Disney never listened to doubters. He once said, "It's kind of fun to do the impossible." And so he built Disneyland. In 1955, Disneyland opened in Anaheim, California. On the first day, thousands of people came, but there were problems. Rides broke down, the park was too crowded, and food ran out. Many newspapers called it a disaster. But Walt did not give up. He improved it, expanded it, and made it better every year. Soon, Disneyland became the happiest place on earth. Later, Walt dreamed even bigger. He planned Disney World in Florida, a project even larger than Disneyland. Sadly, Walt passed away in 1966, before it was completed. But his vision lived on. In 1971, Walt Disney World opened, and today it welcomes millions of visitors every year. Now let us pause for a moment. What do we learn from Walt Disney's life? We learn that dreams are powerful, but they need courage. We learn that failure is not the end, but part of the journey. We learn that imagination can create worlds, change lives, and bring hope. Walt once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." This is perhaps his most famous quote, and it is a message for you too. What is your dream? Is it to learn English and speak confidently? Is it to start a new career, to travel the world, to create something of your own? Whatever it is, Walt's story shows us that you must believe in it, fight for it, and never give up. Remember, Walt was told he had no imagination. He faced bankruptcy. He lost characters he created. He was laughed at, doubted, and criticized. But he kept going. And today his legacy is not just movies or theme parks. His legacy is the idea that imagination can build a better world. So, as we come to the end of today's episode, I want you to reflect. What is your Mickey Mouse? What small idea can you create that might grow into something magical? What dream do you carry inside that the world needs to see? Stay true to your dream. Stay patient in failure. Stay strong in doubt. And above all, keep believing. Because if Walt Disney could turn a small mouse into an empire of magic, you too can turn your dreams into reality. Thank you for listening to the Gentle English Podcast. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep dreaming. And remember Walt Disney's words, "If you can dream it, you can do it." Your story is still being written. Make it magical.